interrupt this program to update you on the unfolding riot in downtown Vancouver. People are fighting in the streets, lighting cars on fire, and not making Vancouver proud, and our Canadian reputation is at stake.
Grandview has an after-school program here called Fame Arts, and every year I get to create whatever kind of magic we decide to do. So I sat down with my principal and I said, you know, this riot thing has really been resonating with me over the summer, and I really can visualize a scene of children fighting each other and someone, a psychologist, interrupting and discussing that, because you'd see all these newspaper articles that kept coming out and all these psychologists commenting on it, and that really started to resonate with me. So I pitched the idea to the kids and they loved it. Of course, the idea of something big and bold and very theatrical really appealed to them, and I thought, this could be a really great learning tool for them to also learn a lot about bullying. We talked a lot about the violence that we saw in Vancouver, and we actually broke down into small groups, and they all had to come up with adjectives of what they thought happened during the riot, and then we took all those adjectives and boiled them down to one adjective that was in the central theme of each scene that we saw in the play, and it was disturbing. So we had a lot of really wise conversations, and I think it's a mistake that people often think children aren't really privy to the world, but they had a lot of ideas and a lot of opinions and thoughts, and they would say these things would come out of their mind, and sometimes I would just stop and I would be like, wow, I'd take notes. I'm like, those are big grown-up ideas coming out of little kids. Like, wonderful, wonderful ideas. For what we were doing here, if it was adults doing it, I don't think it would have the same impact as it would with the children. I think that there's something really interesting about having young children playing adults and using grown-up situations. I think even we, the adults, can look back and look, oh, this is adult behavior and children are doing it, and maybe we as adults can learn something from this. I think the message has gotten through to the kids long before today's performance. The message has gone through to the kids, and not just the kids that are in the play, but the kids in the school. I have kids that come up to me in the hallway at lunchtime and after school, and we start talking about it, and all the riot boards were created by other classrooms in the class, so it was really tied in with the whole school. It was really on board with what we're saying.
I want the people who rioted to see this because they want to see what they have done and like learn, so like they don't make mistakes again, like doing the same thing, like because what they did was like super horrible. Like I don't know why they did that.